To discuss this, we're joined by consultant cardiologist, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Also, Secretary General, Gillard Heart Foundation, Dr. Tolulope Shogade. Thank you very much, Doctor, for joining us. In cases like these, where individuals tragically pass away while watching games, what underlying health conditions might have contributed?
Oh, thank you very much. The commonest in our environment to cause situation like this is hypertension. Hypertension is one of the commonest causes of preventable deaths in our midst and even globally. A person that has hypertension that is not poorly controlled, during instances like that, it gets much more elevated and can lead to rupture of vessels in the brain, causing what we call hemorrhagic stroke. The second on the list is also heart disease. Heart disease can come in various forms. It could be heart attack, when there is a sudden blockage of blood going to a particular part of the heart and the heart suddenly ceases working. It could also come when somebody has what we call abnormal heartbeat, that arrhythmia. An individual can have that condition and is able to live his or her life without much difficulties. But when they are faced with emotionally charged situation like a final, semi-final match, it can simulate a very serious form of this arrhythmia and which can lead to sudden death. Other causes we know, but those that are majorly causing it are those that I've highlighted. Hypertension that is not properly controlled, heart diseases, which could be in form of heart attack or even abnormal heartbeat, which we call arrhythmia.
Are there... sorry
Hello?
to interject. Go ahead, complete your thoughts, please.
Yes, but those conditions who come with symptoms, an individual might know they already have those conditions, but maybe they are not adequately getting treated for them. Like I would say, hypertension is a silent killer. More often than not, it doesn't come with symptoms. But when you start having symptoms from hypertension, it could come like headache, it could come like blurry vision, it's already becoming complicated. And what can lead to, it can also lead to faster sudden death in form of hemorrhagic stroke that is bleeding into the brain. Those are what actually lead to this form of sudden death, or when an individual has heart disease, like I said, it could be arrhythmia, or it could be ischemic heart disease, when the blood going to the heart muscles are not enough. But
all right, Doctor,
like
let me interject and just ask you, for someone who loves the game, we know a lot of Nigerian men, even a lot of women love football. What would you advise for people who have these conditions? What are the warning signs that they should look out for? Maybe if they must watch the game so that they can manage their situation and not, we don't get a bad outcome like we've seen in the cases highlighted in the story earlier.
Like I said, most of these deaths are preventable. I will start with hypertension. An individual that know that if our blood pressure has been told to be abnormally high, before you engage yourself in this emotionally charged activities, watching this kind of football that you are emotionally attached to, you need to get your blood pressure checked, because I can ensure that it's controlled by taking your drug. If you do all those things, your blood pressure is normal, your pulse rate is normal, yet you can watch the match. The same thing goes for people with heart disease. I personally will advise anybody with heart disease. You have been having palpitation. You know what is palpitation? That's when you start feeling your heart beating, even without any stress, or even when you are stressed, or you start becoming aware of your heartbeat. Those are signs that you have an underlying heart disease. So in order to forestall situation like this, I will actually advise those people not to watch. They can actually watch the matches after it's already played out. At least the tension is down, because we don't want people to die again from preventable causes like this. But for hypertension, what you need to do is to just ensure your blood pressure is controlled by taking your drug then you can go ahead and watch it. But if you have heart disease, I will emphatically say, please don't go ahead. Even if your heart disease is controlled, you are on treatment for it. To avoid situation like this, preventable death, I will advise, don't watch emotionally charged matches like the one that happened a few days ago.
Doctor, thank you very much for speaking with us. We appreciate the advice and your time.